Everybody, thank you so much. You have just tuned in to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. That's right. This is going to be our last show for a while because the holidays are coming up. So we're glad you guys could tune in and join us. I'm your host today, Mr. James John, joining virtual studio with some really good friends of mine who are all comedians. You know them and you love them. First, we're going to start with the official sponsor of Real Labs. He represents the law office of Kaufman and Lynn. They've been defending, representing, and winning for the good people of Orlando for over 20 years. Jeff Kaufman is not only a wonderful lawyer, award winning in the Guinness Book of World Records, but he's also a great comic book creator and a comedian as well. Jeff, what's going on today, bro?
Man, things are good. Things are good. We're coming
They
into
are good.
we're coming to the Christmas season. We're doing a lot of cool stuff for people. Tomorrow I have the event with Russ Rollins, the charity event where they do that Christmas special they do all the time.
Yeah, man. Are you
Yeah.
performing? Are you doing anything? What are you doing?
I'm going to be doing something, but I'm not performing. And Miguel, I can't tell you, I can't even throw these away anymore. I have like 3 Allen wrenches sitting on this table
wrenches,
right
man.
now.
You never know. You never know, but you can never find them
True.
But when you need them,
That's true. That other voice you're hearing, of course, is the gentleman who helped start all of this hilarity over 8 years ago. I'm talking about Miguel Colon Jr. Miguel, how you feel today, man?
I'm good, man. I will not be able to join you, Jeff, at the Monsters the Drive for the Coalition for the Homeless Radiothon, but I'm very excited for you guys. My homeboy Doug Roberts will be performing with his group with Brianna Kay, the group the Stubborn Cowgirl. They're performing. Yeah, they came on the Monsters last week and rocked it.
Nice.
She's got a voice of an angel, and Doug can just jam a guitar. So they're going to be performing, I think, 1 or 2 songs, depending on what the Monsters need. And it's just a really good lineup for it, man. I'm excited for you guys.
Good.
It's early, though.
Well this year.
So I'm like, hey, man, them homeless people, I know that they don't got nowhere to be, but I can't be up that early. I know that they don't have a series of meetings that they have to make, but I got things I got to do, okay?
God damn.
They're all turning left.
Oh, my God. Oh, last but definitely not least, we are talking about the gentleman that has a million names. This week, his name is F the Navy, and we'll get to that in just a second. But you know him, you know him and love him as the godfather of Orlando comedy. Mr. Ken Miller, a little bit upset that the Navy did not make it. I'm sorry, bro.
No, Navy beat
the Army. The Army didn't make
Navy
it.
beat Army.
Man, sorry.
But dog, y'all about to clown me, bro.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
I thought that thing was called alley wrench my whole life, bro.
Alley?
What happens in an alley that requires tools?
Get wrenched up, bro. I don't know, bro. Who is Allen?
That's some white dude. Come on, man.
Of course, man. Bro, don't we get all our Allen wrenches from IKEA? Like, don't they come with 1 million of those in the kit?
Yeah.
Every time you buy
all of us looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Look at everything.
That's where I got all mine from IKEA, bro.
Yeah, anything you buy from like Office Depot or something else like that requires one of these to put together.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
we always keep them.
I got a ton of them, bro.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man. Too many of them, as a matter of fact. But I thought about you, Mr. Ken Miller. I thought about you because I experienced something this week when I was performing in a club. I won't mention the names. I'm not trying to throw, any shade, but I want to get you guys' opinion on some things that you have to deal with sometimes as a stand-up comedian. Now, the first night, Thursday, and this doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you'll get people who had a couple of drinks before the show, and they'll have a couple of drinks during the show. And when I say a couple, I mean 8 or 10. So I had that.
Ooh, they must be rich.
Oh,
comedy club. Those aren't cheap,
bro. So I had people in the front row that first night, Thursday night, and it's a light crowd on a Thursday normally, and they would not shut up the entire time. I'm not talking about you can hear a little whisper, a little chatter. No, they are from New York. I know that because everybody from New York tells you they from New York as they're talking during the show. These 4 people would not shut up, just kept going and ruined the show for everybody until they finally got mad enough when I started saying something to them. And at first we try to just throw a jab out there like, hey, can you do me a favor? We're all trying to enjoy the show. You just say something like, you don't really try to be too mean to the people. You just try to get their attention to be like, hey man, you're ruining the show for everybody else, just to feel them out. So I try that don't work. I tried again. That don't work. And then I get frustrated because I'm trying to do my show and I can't get through it because they talking. So then I let them have it. Then I start talking. Well, oh my, and they looked like me like I'm the bad guy. Like, oh my God, How dare you? Oh, we're paying customers that are being complete a-holes. So yeah, they finally leave, and the entire audience that's left starts clapping. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you. Take your ass
Nah,
back to New York, by the way.
bro. I say
That's
this,
I know that's
man.
one of your pet peeves.
It's
When
one of
people
my pet and this is my thing. This is what I do, James. And I even tell other comics you can do it too. I will say, hey, I got 25 minutes left. Just let
Mhm.
me get through. I
Yes.
got like just just give me that time. Once I get through, we can talk all we want to talk. I all the time, bro. But dog, and I know what club you're talking about because that club is notorious for that. Because they do not
Hmm.
stop you from drinking.
Yeah. No, they don't. No,
They
no, they
will
don't.
let people in
Yes.
that club drunk.
Yes,
They
that's how
would
they arrive
and they sit them the drunkest people up
in the front
front
In the front.
every time, bro.
every time.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
nobody wants that front table.
And the
So that
drunk people
table
like,
is
we
open.
do,
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
bro.
they do. And here's the thing. My question to you guys is because let me just tell the rest of the story. So we get through Thursday night. The people are happy that stayed for the show, and I'm like, okay, that's a fluke. That don't happen very often. I'm like, man, tomorrow's gonna be a better day. Friday, we got more people there. It's more full. People look like they're dressed up. They want to be there to have a good time and enjoy a good dinner and enjoy a good show. We start the show, and then these four people come in. Dude's well dressed. You could tell he was wearing a suit, but he just took the jacket off and left it in the car. Came in. You could tell he had money. They're ordering shots of what's an expensive shot, and it's like a number of this. The liquor's a number like 1801. Every shot was $50 they were doing, and they had done like
Yeah,
8.
tequila.
Yes, they were
Yeah.
doing like though like they had money and they wanted you to know it. So then we start the show, and I'm like, these guys ain't gonna be a problem. We had a problem last night. They just want to have a good time. They just buying drinks. Soon as the show started, they started talking. Not before the show. As soon as the show started, that's when they decided to have a conversation. And guess where they were sitting, Ken? Front
drunk.
row. Drinking,
Like
drinking,
I told
drinking.
you, that
Front
table, they
row.
leave that table open. It
And
happens, man.
I start saying something. I try to jab. Here's a jab. Here's a little light jab. No, I wouldn't stop. Then the girl, the blonde, because it's always a blonde that's the loudest one,
Oh,
tells
always,
me,
Yeah.
oh, we always
always.
get kicked out of places. And she said it with her chest out. She was proud. We always get kicked out of places. I'm like, why would you want to be kicked out? And why would you be happy about that? I'm like, really? And you happy about it? And just laughing and whatnot. It got so bad, the audience members started saying something to those people. They were tired of it, man.
Yeah.
I had people there to see me who moved away from those people because they were so damn loud.
But
And
how far do you
finally,
go? How far do you go when you tee off and it doesn't stop? Does it go on for, do you let them have it for 5, 10 minutes? Or do you just turn
as
away?
long as you keeping the audience entertained and it's not ugly, you can keep that up. If that makes any sense to you at all. Because what
And
you
I'm the opposite, James. I don't entertain them. I give them the warning.
and you
Hey,
okay, talk about it.
you got 35. I got 35 minutes. The
Mm-hmm.
second time I stopped the show, I says,
Mm-hmm.
hey, either they leave or I'm leaving.
Oh, you don't even play. You like, nah.
Because they're up the front. They want you to. They want a battle.
Bang bang. Yeah, you
Like when
want
she
that.
tells you, I get kicked out. They want to battle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I didn't write battle jokes. I'm
Okay.
not a battle rapper. I write in the notebook and go in the booth.
Okay. Okay. All right,
I'm not
man.
a battle rapper. I write. So I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna be like, look, hey man, either they go or I go. And there
Gotcha.
only one time where I was at a club in South Florida. I say either they go or I go, and the waitress said, well then you can get your ass off stage.
Are you for real?
Yeah, because the person that was talking was there
Regular.
all the time, regular.
But
And
why would a regular act like that? And why would the club let that regular
I
act
was
act
like, all
that way?
right, I'm good. And as I'm walking out to do the book, man, no. I was only 15 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
They moved them over, and then at the end of the show, the girl's mad at me. Well, that's my tip. I said, here, I gave her $50. I said, here you go. I said, because you're gonna lose more money because all these people over here not having a good
Yep.
time.
And they're not gonna tip and they're not coming back.
Bro, I did the same
Yeah.
thing at another club, man. I'm at another club and a whole table, they would not stop talking. And I was like, bro, come on. I said, look, y'all got to go. Y'all got to get the up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It's 8 people at the table. We'll see. I said, no, you'll see me outside.
Yeah.
If that's what we got to, we get done. I'm selling merch, and the booker brings me over. He says, hey man, what happened? I tell him, and then the waitress is mad. I missed out. It go $50. You
There you
weren't gonna,
go.
you weren't gonna make no money off that
No, you're
table.
not. Not off
You're
that table
not
like
making
that.
money off the drunk table, baby.
No.
Now,
And
now
Now,
here's the thing. Now I know Miguel. He can go for 30 minutes on somebody if he wants to tear somebody up. What's the longest you've gone on somebody?
Me or Ken?
Yeah,
you.
it starts with Miguel. Yeah, when I said Miguel can go for like 30 minutes, I
Well,
know.
you said I can go like 30 minutes. I didn't know. Yeah, I won't go. I won't go long. I won't go long. And
yeah,
Ken taught me this a long time ago. And Jersey taught me this. He said, if you make the show about them, guess what? It's their show. It's their show.
good
Their show.
point.
It's their
Fair
show.
point.
And I mean, Jersey, hey, shout out to Jersey when we were on the road, man. He told me, he said, listen, man, Jersey taught me how to deal with a heckler. He said, the first thing he did is, man, he told me, man, you got diagnosed. What are you dealing with? You want somebody who wants attention, or you want somebody who's oblivious drunk? You want somebody who does, and he told me, he's like, when somebody doesn't know any better, you give them an out. You like, hey, come on. You teach them a little bit, but you don't go too hard on them because you
Yeah.
don't want to turn the audience against you.
That's
Now
exactly
the
right.
audience is like, this guy's a bully.
Exactly right.
You
Yeah.
don't want to give them a chance to keep talking. You don't want to ask questions where they're just going to answer them.
Yeah.
And you don't want to lose the show, because if you can't handle this heckler, you're going to lose the show. That's
Yeah.
all people are going to remember. Oh, this guy, he tried it with this heckler and couldn't do it. So you got to diagnose the heckler, but shutting it down quick is the only way. You need to make the audience not like the situation, not the person.
Yeah.
Because if they don't like the person, then that's all weird. They just have to not like the talkative situation.
Mhm.
They need to calm it down. That's like another thing too, is if somebody walks, if I'm doing a show and somebody gets up and they're like, I'm not liking this, and they walk away, I never acknowledge it, because they're doing exactly what they should do.
Supposed to be
If they
doing.
don't like something,
Amen.
they should just
Amen.
leave.
Amen.
They shouldn't be turned into a victim because they're not enjoying it. They're not enjoying it. They get up and just walk out. They're doing the right thing. We shouldn't make fun of them because they couldn't enjoy. Because now I'm just taking somebody who was politely getting up and being like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking away and leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're gonna make it look weird for everybody.
Now you
Yeah.
make it look weird. Yeah.
Here's the thing about those hecklers, though, man. That first night, those hecklers, they did not tip.
Yeah.
The second night on a Friday, these people actually tip. The guy threw $200 on the stage and looked at me and said, I'm sorry. The dude, and which told me not only did he have money, but he was used to bailing her out whenever she does this.
Wait,
place.
whoa. You got 200?
I'm not done yet. Those $200 on the stage. And I said, this is for me. Yeah, that's just for you. There's a tip bucket at this club in the very back. He throws 200 in the tip bucket for all the comedians as well. And by the end of the night, we all made an extra 300 and something dollars.
When you were leaving his room, walking out with your shoes, did you say that's just a one-time thing?
No,
Hey.
I said, call me when you get back in town. That's what I
Hey,
said.
hey, James. And what's crazy about that, and if you listening, don't
Yeah.
be offended. It is 95% of hecklers are drunk white women.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
They're drunk white women
Yes.
all
Yeah.
the time.
Yes.
It's every heckler. I'm saying 95% of the hecklers I've ever dealt with,
Correct.
drunk white women.
Yes.
Are we about to go?
Well,
to
I think
commercials
all white
next?
We are.
dudes too.
Are we
I
about
think
to go?
all
Okay, wait.
all white
give me some-
dudes too.
Nah,
All
all white
white
dudes.
Yeah, no, that's
I've had that.
when we
I've had that.
when we come back, I want to give you guys my 3 hecklers and see if you guys agree. These
Okay.
are my 3 kinds of hecklers that you will experience, and there's different ways to approach in all of them. But they are definitely different kinds of hecklers. But I have 3 hecklers that I run into all the time.
Gotcha.
And I want if when we come back, I want to go into that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So to wrap that up, we're about to go to break. My whole point is, people, don't heckle at a comedy club, and if you do, tip me $200 when you do it. All right, guys, we'll be right back right here on Real Last,
Yeah.
Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody. You're still rolling with us right here on Real Last, Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host, Mr. James John. I'm still joined in studio with some really good friends of mine. The man with a million names, Mr. F Navy today, Ken Miller. We got Jeff the Batman Coffin and Miguel Colon Jr. Now, before the break, we were telling you guys about a club I was playing this past weekend who had hecklers not once, but twice during that run, Thursday and Friday night. But Friday night, on a good note, the dude tipped me $200 to heckle. So, hey, if you're going to heckle, at least pay a brother, and I'll let it slide. All right. But Miguel, you're about to tell us about your 3 hecklers that you encounter, and you feel like they're an archetype, right? 3 different ones.
You're gonna see now. We're gonna skip already the most notorious drunk white woman.
Yes.
She's
Yes.
we got that covered now.
Yes.
these are the three. And also, we're going to define heckler as somebody interrupting the show with input and questions and conversation, not just talking loud.
That's
Because people
true.
just talking loud aren't necessarily heckling you. They're just ruining the show.
Mm-hmm.
The heckler is intentionally making themselves inserted into the show somehow. And these are the
Mhm.
three that I run into all the time. And you will know this. One, the group who thinks they're helping you.
Yes.
The people that think they're helping you.
Yes.
You will encounter them and you will talk to them after the show. Like, we were trying to help you out. We thought that
Mhm.
blah. And I'm like, bro, you and this is the psychology of those groups of people. You cannot give them any attention. They're not trying to help you. They don't think that in their mind at all. What they want to do is be a part of the show
Yeah.
without
Yes.
being
Yeah.
at risk of standing up on stage and getting a microphone in their own hand.
True
So
that.
they want to freaky tie the show. They want to throw a verse in there every now and then, you know, from the Lost Boys. They're like, too damn late. What? The lifestyles of them. Freaky Ty's like, I did good on that one, right? I made that song hot, right? They want to flip
Yeah.
Flavor, yeah, boy.
I'm gonna spit my drink on this laptop. This
That is
dude
funny.
said freaky time. What is up with you this week in these old hip hop
I haven't
records?
slept, Ken. I don't know what's going on.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh man.
So that group, the best way to handle them is to make sure you win the audience over on disliking the fact that they're talking, but you can't give them too much attention. And you
Yeah.
got to shut them down, because if you don't, they'll just continue to do this the whole time.
they did.
Second group of hecklers, people who aren't enjoying your show and think they have the right to complain out loud. This will usually happen with one
Mm.
comment. You'll make a joke and they'll be like, my brother was a kangaroo trainer. That's not true.
I call
you're
them
like,
the
"Oh, God."
offended. Yes, the offended. Oh
The
my God.
offended, yes.
The offended. Yes.
No. And I'm like, we talking about a baby that ain't even real. You know how many real
Yeah.
babies are suffering
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Let my joke baby be, you know?
My favorite
Those
time.
people. Yeah.
Go ahead. I was gonna say my favorite time
No.
watching you talk to an offended was, I don't like the fact you made a joke about women. And you're like, really? You don't like the fact that I talked about women? No, I found it offensive. But the black jokes were okay? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, just making
That's still
sure.
my favorite, dog. That is my
Yeah.
favorite, dog.
I was like, okay, just want to make sure it's
Just want to
only
make
your
sure.
group.
So the black jokes are okay? Yes.
Yeah. The offended
Those
in
are
this day
always
and age.
good.
Yeah. In this day and age, the offended is the easiest to defeat, because he or
Yes.
she's a Karen already. The audience hates them already.
You already hate
Yes,
it.
they do.
Yeah, they hate him already. So defended, they have no shot. But you can ruin it by going. I've watched comics yelling, "Well, you stupid bitch," blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden the audience is like, "Whoa,
Oh yeah. Do
Oh.
not call anybody out of their name.
No.
No.
yeah,
Don't,
just
don't
be
do
cool,
that.
yeah."
You're gonna lose.
No.
Don't
You'll
get
lose
tough.
the audience. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't
be
do
a
that.
tough guy. Don't be a tough guy.
The third heckler, and this heckler is, and I think there's more hecklers, but these are the besides drunk white woman, who of course is, even her husband knows. He's like driving there like, oh damn it, she's already
Yeah.
chatty in the back of the car with her girlfriend. We're driving.
Had a couple
But,
of drinks already. Yeah.
Yeah, the third heckler that is, they're the one who are like agreeing with you the whole time, but you still don't need it.
Yeah.
And this dude, I say this dude because this one is mostly dudes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
yo, he gets it. Yeah. Or he tries to jump the punchline. You like, and the thing about it is like, you gonna talk about kangaroo trainers? Yes. And this dude, remember,
The
this
hype
dude,
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
he
hype
thinks-
The hype man. Yeah.
The hype
Yeah.
man.
yeah, this dude
Mhm.
thinks that he's on your side too.
He
Like this
does.
dude thinks
He
that
does.
he. So when you don't destroy him, you get him to understand that we need you to chill out,
Are not a
because
team.
I know you're loving this. Yeah, you like
you
'cause
are
I know
not the
you're loving
Robin to
this.
my Batman.
Well, you let him know. I know you're loving this, man, and I love that you're loving this. So I just need you to stop a little bit, because I get it. I get your excitement. I love this, but
Mhm.
also bad because you destroy these people, man, and the audience watches, and it's basically like when you overuse force of power on something. There's a dude holding a liquor store up, and he's got a gun in there, and police get him with a sharpshooter, drop him. Okay. But if you ride the tank in there and destroy the store, and then
Did you really
run 2
help?
hostages up,
Yeah.
did you really help?
Yeah.
And with hecklers, that's it, man. You gotta realize, am I sharpshooting? Am I getting his girlfriend on the phone, buddy? She loves you. She never meant to leave you. You
Yeah.
know, or
Yeah.
or am I
Bring him
but
around. Bring him
sometimes-
around. Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, yo, gas up the tank. Like, we about to do this. This whole bachelorette party ain't going nowhere. Gas up the tank. And
I
then
need a
the best
drone
part
strike
is,
now.
yeah. Hey, you call up. I'm gonna call up your son, James. Hey, what's up, Devin? I need a drone strike, baby.
Drone that.
Send 3 because I don't got the exact coordinates, but we're gonna walk it in.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
make it rain.
Hey,
Make it rain.
I'm somewhere between Fort Myers and Fort Pierce.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna honk my horn. Tell them you hear it.
Wait a minute. That's 2 different codes.
I know. I'm in between forts, yo. Just drop them. Drop a whole line,
Bro.
Yeah.
Dang,
You do it like a Vietnam movie, Rainmaker. This is Big Papa the Rainmaker. I need to hit between Fort Myers and then cook them, you know?
Bro, that's
You
the
guys-
whole southern.
You guys are kind of close to it. Cook them.
Cook them now! Danger close! And then you just that captain staring as everything's on fire.
Hey, let me ask you all a quick question. Speaking on hecklers, it's never our job to have to deal with them, right? At this point,
It should
it
never
should be the
be
venue.
your job. The venue.
Yeah, but no, who's going to deal with them?
Patrice
Clubs,
O'Neal
good
said-
clubs,
Clubs.
good clubs.
Good clubs, dude.
Yeah, but we don't work. Obviously, we are not
Yeah.
working the good clubs.
Yeah,
Yes,
good
yes,
clubs.
we are.
Yeah.
Because I will say this, man. Back in the day, and I'm speaking about our home club when it was the Improv. We did have a dude before he got fired that we used to Vashon.
Hey,
Am I
bro.
lying, Ken?
Rashawn, bro.
Bro,
Trying to drag
he
your
would
ass
him
out
you
there like
up.
a cave woman.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
I had to one
But
time
they,
tell
they
a
don't do
heckler
that
to-
now.
No,
Nobody
'cause
does
they're
that
gonna
now.
sue
Who
up,
does
man.
it?
Side splitters. BT.
Oh,
they-
BT.
Okay.
BT
Hey,
don't
dog.
play. BT
Name
don't
an
play.
Orlando club. An Orlando club that does it.
There's no Orlando club. There's only one Orlando club, bro.
Well, you know what I
No,
mean.
the
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
If you're at the Funny Bone, and
Yeah,
you
I've
go
seen the
tell
Funny Bone do it.
Craig,
I've
if
seen
you
the
go
yeah.
tell Craig or Miles, somebody talking,
They'll
go
go
to
snatch
that
you up.
table,
Yes.
and they be like, "Look, either you got to be quiet or you got to go."
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, when you work in them other clubs,
Yeah.
and
You
you
work
work
in
in
them-
them other clubs,
They basically come tell you, hey, man, you come up to me like, hey, that dude's talking. They're like, hey, player, real quick, I need you to run these drinks to table 6. And then you work in those other clubs in between. Hey, I've been at those other
And
clubs.
having wife bring the tequila to the next
Yeah.
club.
I've been on those other clubs and I've been doing my set from the expo. I'm like, you haven't been on Spirit Airlines? Hey, fire me 2 steaks all day. Let me get 6 mashed potato sets and drop the fries now. Hey, go ahead and redrop that calamari. I'm gonna sell it.
dang.
You know?
He said from
Hey.
Expo.
hey man, hey James, this
Yeah.
is, and I think it was Patrice O'Neal. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neal actually said it is the audience job to police the audience because
Yeah.
you paid
That's a
money.
great idea.
You got a babysitter. You got
True.
dressed up. And I think
True.
this New York. You done took a cab. You done
Yeah.
bought all these drinks just for this a-hole to
To say-
mess your whole night up.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, nah, y'all got to
He's like,
check him.
"Now, y'all,
Yeah, but
y'all
you think the internet? Too many people watch TikTok and Reels, and they see other
yeah.
comedians posting these
Yeah.
moments, and they think that's what a club is
Jeff,
like.
this has been going on forever though, because since we've all been doing comedy, people who we know will ask you, be like, "Yo, y'all like it when you heckle, right? Like that's good."
Like,
People
no.
will
No.
Like, no.
No.
Bro, did we have somebody on our show, or maybe we might have talked to them at the Improv, and they said they got heckled, and the heckler asked them to send them the video of
Oh
them.
yeah,
Yes.
heckle.
Yeah.
Like,
And he
what?
was like, no.
hey,
Hey, Mike Charette still has my favorite line. This woman started heckling him. We were at this club on the beach, and this woman started heckling him. He was like, "Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. I'm not good at these interactions."
oh my God.
It was so awkward. He's like,
If you know Mike Charette, that is so on brand and just
Yeah.
honest, man. Like, hey, I don't know how to deal with this. So if you could just stop.
Yeah,
that'd
this is
be
gonna
great.
be. This is awkward for me now. I'm scared.
Gotcha. But I've seen, and I've been in the room where we're at the Funny Bone when a person starts to heckle and the person on stage eviscerates them. Like I've seen Dean destroy
But
people.
that's
man.
his thing.
Yeah.
I feel like Dean the type, and Dean 100% Italian.
Yes, New York
Dean
Italian.
Dean go in the bar, be like, who want to fight?
Yeah.
That's Dean at a comedy show. So who heckling?
Yeah, exactly.
Dean's like, "Hey, listen, you're making it awkward for the colored people in the back row. They're trying to have a good time, buddy. Okay, look at them. They're all nice. They're wearing their purples and stuff, and you're giving rudeness."
Yeah. Hey, Hey man, this dude said purple.
Purple
Hey,
it is.
man.
And now you're wearing the
Purple
purples and trying to have a good time, and then you're out here,
He made
busting
purple.
chops.
He made
Yeah.
purple plural. He said they're wearing the
Purples.
Yeah,
They're
the
wearing the
purples.
purples.
Yeah.
Listen, buddy, I get it. I get
man.
it. You're out here with your girlfriend.
Ken was
man.
about 20 seconds off that joke too. I was like
He said
looking going, am
purple.
I the only one that got this one?
Kick this dude out this room. He killing, bro.
Purples.
Hey
They wear
man,
the
purples.
I seen one night. Dean went off on somebody, this couple, for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then went back to the set.
Yeah.
To the joke
Yeah.
that was 30 minutes later. And then they said something again. So this his whole he did 2 hours.
Yes.
And it was
people-
material.
And
them.
when
Serial
when
them.
people hear us talk about him, they think we be exaggerating.
Bro,
Y'all, one of the
he's
Guys,
most underrated, funniest comics.
one of the funniest human beings on
Dean
the
is one of the
planet.
greatest. Dean Napolitano is one of the greatest comics I've ever seen in my life,
Yes.
including everybody.
Yes.
Including everybody.
Yes.
It don't happen the same way for all of us, but there's just times when you're like, guys, if you ever get a chance to watch Dean Napolitano, you just understand you were watching one of the greatest comics, hands down.
To ever do it.
Hands down.
To ever do it. Yes.
That's it.
and-
yo.
and
That's
kind
it. To ever
too.
do it.
And-
Yeah.
And kind. I hosted it for him
Yeah.
for 2 straight nights.
Nice.
And I got to tell you,
Sweetest human being on the planet.
he was great. I walked in the first time I didn't never knew him. I'm like, hey Dean, good working
Just
for you.
a
And he
kind-
goes, I have nobody. He goes, you're my host, right? I go, yeah. He goes, oh, all right, you'll be featuring. You got about 25. I had 5. I had
He's
5.
like, hey kid, you're up the
Hey,
bat.
hey, Joy, and I'm up there for
Hey,
25
hey,
trying to
kid,
find.
Kid, you're up
Hey,
the bat.
Dean, this is Dean. Dean's like that wise guy for movies. I remember we were in the F-150 back in the days when we would go on shores. He's like, yeah, kid, you go up there, you do 5, 10, 15, whatever, man. We're going to rock it together. We're going to have a good time. And he's a sweetheart. He's like, let's get some real food. I want to stop at McDonald's. I don't want that. Let's get some real food. I'll put your
Yeah.
wallet away, kid. Put your wallet away,
a
kid.
gentleman.
I'm going to take care. I'm going to take care of your dinner. Hey, look at this girl. This is a good girl. She got a friend. Let's go talk to him. And then something will go wrong. He's like, I'll take a corkscrew to your eye right now, buddy. I swear to God, I'll cut your heart out and Miguel will eat it in front of you. You're messing with the wrong 2 effing guys. You're a piece of it. And then 5 minutes later, what's some ice cream? I kind of want ice cream. I'm silly like that.
So true,
I'm silly like that, Miguel. Let's get some ice cream.
I'm silly
You're a
like
good
that.
kid. You're a
I'm
good
silly
kid.
like
Hey,
that.
sorry
Hey,
about that thing.
hey,
Sorry, I
yeah.
made you eat that guy's heart, but you know.
Hey, hide
know.
this gun. All right, we gotta go.
But here's the thing, kid. Here's the thing, kid. I cut a guy's heart out. I made you eat it. Look at me, kid. And you did it. You know? You kid. I'm gonna tell the other. You ever done Gregory's? Go do Gregory's thing. So I got a gig for you. Nah, you're good, kid. You're good.
I love you.
You're good. Here,
Miguel.
drink your milkshake. It'll get rid of the flavor of the heart.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
don't
Remember
get
the
tears
first
in
heart
it.
I ate?
Don't get tears in it. It's fine.
Oh,
So I walk
my
in the room, Mike Hurley, he and Kenna just sitting there playing cards. Just like, hey, look at him. He ate a heart. I can tell.
Hey,
I
man.
love D. I love
Go
you.
throw the heart up in the bathroom, kid. Go throw the heart up in the bathroom. You're okay.
On that note, people, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1, and we are all wearing our purples tonight. That's right. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John. We got Mr. Ken Miller, a.k.a. the Godfather of Orlando Comedy, and F. Navy. We got Jeff Batman Kaufman and Miguel Colon Jr. Miguel, I love you, man. I just got to say before we keep going, man, you crack us the hell up. I don't know where you get this foolishness, man, but it's an
so random,
amazing
bro.
gift.
It's
you
so
have.
random.
I think it's stored in my fat.
So random.
If I ever lost weight, it just go away.
It would, man. It would, man.
It's from the Beaties. Yeah.
That's so funny, man. We just shout out one
I
more
got a
time.
Charlie horse in my boob a while ago. That's how fat I am. No lie. No lie. Guys, I was jogging on the treadmill and my boob was flopping, and one of them flopped and kind of and I was like, oh,
It's stuck.
I gotta get a sports bra, James.
Yeah.
Miguel said, I need a mammogram. Stat.
Yeah, I felt a love.
Oh, that's so crazy. All right, Ken, man, we're talking in between the segments, man. You said you had something you want to let us know.
I wanted to plow for something that Miguel was talking about, man.
Okay.
We're a very slept on comedy community.
Yes.
And saying Dean is one of the funniest human beings of all time, he's right. It's some amazing comedians that have come out of Orlando.
Amen.
Eric Myers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eric Myers to me is the greatest comedian I have ever seen.
You said that. God rest his soul. You said that. Yeah.
With our beef, even with whatever, we always sit in the back of the Why Not Lounge
Hmm.
and watch Eric for 30 minutes destroy. His last 15 minutes was better than the 30. They couldn't
Yes.
Yeah.
laugh no more.
Yes.
He is the greatest comedian I've ever seen live. Orlando, Florida. Dean
Kill.
Napolitano. Let's talk about
Beast.
how. Let's talk about Patrick Garrity, not the Patrick
Yes.
Garrity,
Yes.
the greatest writers I have ever seen put a pen to a pad. Who has been traveling doing comedy throughout the United, just driving everywhere.
For 15 years.
For,
15
for-
years straight. Yeah.
just driving. It doesn't have a house.
Don't have a house.
Yeah.
Funny, bro. Let's talk about somebody that took America's Got Talent by storm. Preacher Lawson.
Amen.
Yes.
Just a funny kid and clean.
Yes.
And just a clean comic, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about my Orlando GOAT, Pedro Lima.
Yeah.
He just
Just-
came out of retirement and dropped 19
new-
minutes.
A new
Bro,
19. Yeah.
just dropped the song like he did a red man on Instagram.
Hey, no, he dropped
Yeah.
a mixtape. Like,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yo, before he
Yeah.
got on, I heard this dude go, "Damn, son, where'd they get this one?" You know?
I heard GJ Clue drop a bomb.
Mhm.
it was so much talent here, bro.
Amen.
Tom Rhodes, bro. Tom
Tom
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
man.
Oh my.
Tom Rhodes.
Hey man. Hey,
Hey,
to this day, I still tell people I get my canned goods from Castleberry.
that's
He has to
funny.
joke
Tom
about,
Rhodes,
he has to joke about getting canned goods from Castleberry. He said, I'll go to Castleberry unless I'm going to get my canned goods. And it's just random.
And I'll
Yeah.
mention some other guys that we forgot they were before us, man. That came. Dan Whitley, aka what's his name? Larry the Cable Guy. Also Billy Gardell. Billy Gardell. Daniel Tosh.
Oh, yeah, Billy Gardell,
Bro,
man. Still
yeah,
doing bonkers rooms.
Still doing bonkers room, man. Lost a ton of weight, by the way. God bless you, Billy. You look
Hey.
healthy, man.
Carrot Top, guys. Sleep on him. Tell me he's whack. I'll punch you
No,
in
he
the
ain't.
face.
No,
I'll
bro.
punch
no,
you in
he
the
ain't.
face. Everybody
ain't.
here, when they saw Carrot Top
Yep.
in the early 90s do his first 5 minutes
You
on
loved
like
it.
on Rosie O'Donnell's stand-up spotlight or whatever,
Yeah.
you were wilding. My man held a Vegas residency forever.
Yeah.
He's still holding it.
Forever.
He's still
Still got
holding it.
Lex,
And a
right?
he's good.
genuinely
I've seen
great
him a couple
guy.
times.
Yeah, genuinely just great guy.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give it up to some other guys that came up through social media that's doing well for themselves. Ben Brainerd, Devin Siebold. God
Yeah.
bless those dudes, man.
Cam Bertrand, man.
Cam
Cam
Bertrand, yes,
bro.
man.
David Jolly and Cam Patterson, man.
Amen.
Let me
Cam
tell
Patterson, the
y'all,
king of TikTok comedy right now.
is the
If you-
king of it.
King of TikTok comedy.
Let me tell y'all something. I know a lot of comedians did not like this dude, but you're not gonna tell me Devin Siebold ain't funny.
Devin
Nah,
Siebold
nah,
is hands down.
bro.
You will
Nah.
not tell me Devin Siebold is not funny.
He's
Funny
one
as
of the-
hell.
I won't take. I don't care.
He's so funny, he knocked Miguel off the show.
I know so many comedians, bro, who did not like Devin Siebold, and I said, but you cannot deny how funny Devin Siebold is. You're not going to take that from him.
No,
You
you can't.
Like him, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But you can't deny how funny he is.
And a great writer he is too. And the volume in which he writes is crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, to me, the comic with the greatest stage presence of Orlando, to me,
Mm-hmm.
James John.
Oh, you're kind, Ken. You are kind.
And I mean that.
You are
I
kind.
mean
Thank
that
you.
from the-
You're kind.
J-
I mean
J-
that-
James is a king of the dramatic pause.
I mean that with the bottom of my heart. Of stage presence,
Yeah.
you have James. You are
Yeah.
the greatest Orlando comic of your stage presence.
Thank you.
I got enunciations from you, talking and
Yeah.
Got it.
You
Got
know, what I'm
it.
saying? You got to pull them mobs in, bro. Like
You in
that's
you in Jersey when I was younger starting, I've never seen more standing ovations from any two comics
Hey,
than
man.
you in Jersey,
you.
man.
hey,
Thank you.
Jersey was like me and Ken beef, blah blah blah. Nah, man, I love that dude.
Jersey
Amen.
shows are fire.
Yes, they
Jersey
are.
shows are
They are.
fire, bro.
Fire, bro.
Yes, they are.
Fire, bro. I even start throwing these young dudes in here. And the best feature in Orlando, Florida, is
Dwayne Williams. Yes.
And,
Agreed.
and you can't touch him. Only
Agreed.
because he stole everything from me. But
But I'm
And he can roller skate.
I'm
Hey,
gonna say
guys,
this.
you
I'm gonna
roller
say this
skate.
right here. Dwayne is your favorite, but I got some favorites of my own. I do like rocking with my two dudes I use a lot. I like Absar Siddiqui.
I love
Very
Absar.
funny, man. Absar is
Absar.
solid, man. And I do like rocking with Mr. Jake Clark. I will put those
I
two
love-
names out
I
there,
like
man.
I like Absar. I
Yes.
mess with Absar, man.
I don't
I
even
like
look at my feature when I walk in the room. Like, hey, I'm your feature. I say, hey, Read the rider. You making contact.
I'm gonna give you another one, man. That got Orlando on lock. Give it up for Mr. Jari Knows.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
Jari has one of my favorite jokes when he says, you ever have sex so good you want to go home and tell your wife about it?
Yo,
Hey,
man.
but while we handing out flowers, man, and I say this to y'all a lot, man, I gotta give it up for you, Mr. Miller, man. They call you Godfather for a reason because you help so many people, but you are one of the funniest cats that we have ever met in our lifetime. Hands down.
But that's because of y'all. I
You say that, but I'm telling you,
I mean
man.
it. Okay, so I'm funny. I was funny as a kid. I was funny through high school.
Yeah.
I'm funny in the middle. My boss the other day was like, "How have you not been fired?" You said the job. He said, "Because you're so funny, you're so likable." That's cool. I still got to get on stage.
True.
You can be funny. You still got. Hey, I know some
True.
dudes in the hood that'll destroy Michael Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
but Jordan got fundamentals.
Yes, he does.
The
Yes,
other
he
dude in
does.
the hood don't got that. He
No.
can't do that.
No.
So I needed to fund them. That was my. I needed fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got fired, when Margaret said, "Take your ass home,"
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna go over to Universal. You're gonna watch James John, and I did for a month. Then you're gonna go to the Why Not Lounge. You're gonna watch Miss Hope. You're
Yes.
gonna watch Ian Gutowski. Then you're gonna go to Daytona and you're gonna watch Sean Banks.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go down to Orlando Improv and you're gonna watch Tight Mike.
Yep.
And I took and then Dean, y'all Voltron. I was stealing and taking a piece from everybody because I was already funny. I just didn't. I was raw talent. But how do I know? I didn't know how to put a mic stand down. Lisa Guerrero taught me. I didn't know how to do none of that stuff.
And we all learn from somebody. Like I always give Dean the credit that he's my comedy mentor. He's the first person that took me on the road. He's the first person to get me work. He had club owners come see me. I love him. But here's the thing that I've learned, man. We have in Orlando, and I know we say it a lot, but y'all don't really understand when we say it. We have some beasts that all they lacking is an opportunity. That's all they lacking is an opportunity.
We are the 90s San Antonio Spurs.
Yes.
We are a small market, but we will bust your ass.
Yes, we will. How many times have people we've opened for big names? They're like, God,
they like,
damn.
They like, where you from? Orlando. Orlando like that?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was like that.
I'm spoiled, man. I will work with you and Miguel, and I tell people this, and we proved it at Craze. Any one of us can close. When we on a show together, any one of us will close.
Me and James did a show. We did a show at Jackson's, remember? And the audience was rowdy, and I was supposed to close it out. And the audience was rowdy. They wouldn't shut up. I said, James, switch the lineup right now. Put me in right now.
Yep.
I said, put me in right now. I'll shut this down right now.
He did.
Bro. I was like, I'll shut this up because the whole bar was talking.
He's a fixer, bro. Miguel, I tell Miguel to fix a lot.
I said, put me in right now. I said, because I wanted to close. You you like to close. You got it in your head. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wrap it all out. And then it was just like, no. We gotta change this right now. Because James was gonna feature and I was gonna close. And we had like 2 guest spots. I was like, I don't care. We're gonna mix this up right now. We'll throw the guest spots in after.
Amen.
We're gonna shut these people up.
And you did. You got everybody into that show. I give you so much credit, man. I'm saying there was a time we was near Raleigh. We was in it's the little place starts with a C. I forgot what it's called, man.
Cary, North Carolina. The dog something.
Bro.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Bro, we had a dude on. He was a good guy, but he had no business hosting a show. He was bombing. And I looked at Miguel, no lie. I said, Miguel, fix this. Bro.
I was in the green room, my headphones on, not listening, and I'm just like, yo, 3 days a banger. And I'm just sitting there rocking. And then I take my headphones off and I look at James. He's a mortified face. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, go out there and fix this now. I'm like,
bro. And he did, man.
You guys, man, you guys were the ones who I looked up to, man. James, man, Ken, Dean, Alex Yu, Jersey.
Yeah.
You guys, Alex Yu, man. We have some of the comics that stopped doing comedy that are still better than some dudes we know who are doing it now, who are getting a lot of shine. Alex Yu don't really do comedy anymore, but I'll put Alex Yu up against.
I'll put him up. I'll put him up. Amen.
Alex Yu, hey, it's like in those movies. I'll come there. Alex Yu's just working in the shop, and he'll see my shadow, and he's like, "I thought I told you I retired." And I'm like, putting together a team You in? You know?
Yo, if I didn't say anything, we all get on Jeff's private jet, and he
Yeah.
sits there with his hat put down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kaufman's like Dr. Claw. You just see his hand. He's like,
Yeah.
comedy team.
With the
We're
cat.
going up
You
against
gotta be petting the cat.
It's his pug.
Perfect.
Hey, but I also gotta show love to the ladies, Miss Hope,
Yeah.
Gina G.
Gina G. Yes.
Gina G, let me tell you something. Is the funniest female comic. And I hate saying that, but that's what you are. Is one of the funniest lady comics I have ever seen
Y-
touch a microphone, bro.
And you know who's funny that we sleep on? And I give Gina G a lot of credit. Bear Webb.
Hey, that's
Bro,
my
bro,
Bear
baby.
Webb.
bro.
That's
Bear.
my
Hey,
baby.
Ken. Am I lying?
I love Bear, bro.
She's a beast.
I
Bro, for
love
real.
Bear. I
Once you
love
got a
Bear,
lesbian
bro.
haircut, you going to be 10 times funnier.
Oh,
Bro.
You know?
oh, stands
Bear's a
with a trench coat
beast.
on.
Bro. And we'll have the audience
Oh.
dying and hyped up by the time she's done. Bro, Bear Webb. Gotta say it.
But taking to Tampa with Cat Maloney,
Cat Maloney, yes.
Trish Keating,
Yes, Trish. You're right.
Mary Ellen,
Yes.
Mary
Hooper.
Hooper.
Yeah.
Oh God, she's my comedy mom. She's on the Home Shopping Network.
Helen Keeney. Come
Helen
on,
Keeney.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
man.
love Helen Keeney,
She's
bro.
so good.
I love
Hey,
Helen.
shout out to Julie
Keeney.
Scoggins as well, man.
The reason, too, guys, we bringing this up is, man, look into these people, too. Don't just let
Yes.
TikTok tell you who's a good
Who's
comic.
funny. Yes.
Look around because you're going to find stuff. I followed this comic for years. Her name was Jen D'Angela. She was incredible. She stopped doing stand-up comedy. She's out in LA, and instead she directed Hocus Pocus 2. She wrote it. Yeah, Jen D'Angela's fire. She had one of my favorite jokes ever. She's like, do you know dolphins, they only have sex with rape? She's like, dolphins only rape each other. She's like, which is crazy that a dolphin can prove she was raped easier than a woman. Joke was fire. Fire.
Wow.
That's crazy, yo.
The percentages, she got the percentages on that one.
Yeah.
That's the numbers. She got the numbers, man.
Yeah.
So man, I just wanted to give some love to some people out there.
Love Orlando, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Ross Paget, Ryan
man.
Holmes,
Yeah, man.
Vince Taylor,
Mr. Hurley, Mike Hurley.
Mike Hurley.
Brody
Mike Hurley is the
Love,
best technical joke
Tony
writer I've
Black.
ever known.
Yes. Yes,
Hey,
I give
and
you that.
I even give love to this dude, Jeff Kaufman.
Hey, worked his way up to be a headliner, dude. He worked his way up, man. I ain't gonna sneeze on that.
To the social media guys, Will Mills, Heather Shaw. It's just Orlando. And if we forgot you, man, we still love you. It's just so
407 Kevin, man.
407 Kev, man.
True.
Orlando's just so
Donald Evans, very
Donald
funny.
Evans, Marvin, Chris Alexander, just all you guys. It's great. And that whole little crew of ladies coming up with Jess Torres and
I love
Danielle
Jess. Hey,
Madison
Jess. Good for her.
and Rue and Amy. That like it's some talent. Carmen Valone.
Go
Amen.
out. Go. Well, you can stop now.
No, I don't do them like that.
Go out. Hey, this is the thing. Every Thursday at the Funny Bone, Carmen Valone hosted open mic. Go see that new talent. There is the Milk District over here on Thursdays and Saturdays. Go see that talent.
Yes.
Go see the local talent because
True that.
Comedy and music, they're not just about who's famous. They're about who's good. And you will find that your town here in Orlando has some of the most fire comics, cheap shows, great lineups. And the more you support it, the more you foster real talent to grow. We were really lucky. In our time of coming up, there were rooms over here, real comedy clubs, rooms. You could go out there and work 3-4 times a week at a real comedy club and learn your talent. And a lot of that's gone because the market went away. But if you guys support it, you will help foster a talent. And I guarantee you, if you guys support it more, and you're doing a great job now, but if you support it more, 3 years from now, Orlando will be in the list of Atlanta, Orlando, LA, New York, Austin.
That is actually
Chicago.
facts. Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for another show, man. I just want to show my appreciation to you brothers on this show as well, man. I love you guys. It always makes me smile being on this show with you. I want to give you a couple of minutes to say where you're going to be this week. We'll start with Mr. Jeff Kaufman. Just Kaufman, what do you have going on this Saturday?
We got Under Oath airing from 7:30 to 9 o'clock on 104.1. TKS, that's gonna be fun, and a lot of other shows. Also, I'm gonna be at Russ Rollins' event on Wednesday for the children. We're going for
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. What you got going on this weekend, Miguel?
And I'm in Vegas on Tuesday tonight, I guess, doing a show. And
Mhm.
then I got a show Wednesday, and then I fly back Thursday.
Beautiful, man. Safe travels to you. Ken, what you got going on, man?
This week, man, I'm at McCurdy's Comedy Club. My homeboy Mike Hurley. He's make sure you check us out. Also, shout out to Chris Machado, who just won Florida's Funniest. Who I was
Hey,
fighting for to be in the finals. He got in the finals and he won. And shout out to our homeboy Preston Kavanaugh, Canavan. I'm sorry, he finished third place, and Dylan Vetalana was second place.
very nice, man. This week I get to perform at a comedy club and not host, I'm sorry, headline that I've been looking forward to. It's been on my bucket list. I get to headline the Jacksonville Comedy Zone with Absar Siddiqui. He was just in the Florida's Funniest competition. He was one of the finalists, so shout out to him, man. If you guys are in Jacksonville, please hit us up, comedyzone.com, and look at my social media if you want to get some tickets. I look forward to it. We got a show Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I can't not mention that New Year's Eve, the guy that he started Real Laughs 8 years ago, Mr. Devin Siebold, is the headliner for New Year's Eve at the Orlando Funny Bone. I'll be featuring and open up for him, man. Get your tickets right now. That's going to be a great time. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, gentlemen. On behalf of myself, James John, Ken Miller, Jeff Coffin, and Miguel Colon Jr., we will see y'all after the holiday. Ken, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed, and if you heckle, we coming for you, dog.
Dre Day.